The villain. The villain is unstoppable by the victims and keeps coming back no matter what. It often has inhuman strength, sometimes it's a supernatural influence. Usually they are rarely seen or not completely revealed until near the end of the film. Often there is something that physically makes them different if they are human, such as a mask or disfiguration. The wise elder. Typically it's young people getting into trouble with the villain, and then they turn to a wise elder who provides information, a story from when it happened in the past, or advice on how to survive. They usually do not get involved past that point, and they are often a loner that gets ridiculed. The ditzy friend. The audience lacks sympathy for this character, as they are a loudmouth girl who complains and makes stupid decisions. They spend half the film running around screaming and annoying the audience before getting brutally murdered, or they could take the form of a misogynist male who is preoccupied by girls that he is the first to get killed. The jock. This character is usually the boyfriend of the ditzy girl. At her death he goes on a suicide mission to kill her murderer, but never returns. The hysterical girl. This character never wants to leave the safe place or investigate, as they saw someone close to them die, causing them to be hysterical, kicking and screaming. When the others want to fight back, she stays alone, and is normally killed when she's isolated, or at the end after everyone else has died. The red herring. This is someone suspicious and creepy that features at random points in the film. They could be the killer, but is often only the distraction from the truth. Usually it is a disturbed person who the victims have bullied or looked down on at some point at the start of the film, and that made them angered. The die-hard survivalist. This character is fit, fast and prepared. They are very determined to survive the horror that they become evil themselves. They sacrifice their friends and family to save themselves with no guilt. This lack of morality makes the audience root for their death, so they get their comeuppance. In every film there is a character who doesn't believe what is happening. Often they are the first to get killed, as they are too brave for their own good. They are so stubborn that they won't believe anything anyone is telling them, and that usually ends up in all their deaths. The resourceful heroine. This character is quick to improvise, and survives even after losing numerous amounts of blood. They stay strong after losing everyone else. Even after all of this, her hair will still be perfect. Most of the time they escape, or think they have, until right at the end where there is a twist. The loner is isolated from the rest of the characters through costume and personality, and is often pushed away and ignored when they make good decisions. They often sneak around and disappear a few times through the film, only for it to be revealed that they have been a part of the killings. Usually they will be the only ones able to survive.
Nowadays, horror film victims are almost always teenagers or young adults, and through this they represent the social groups as selfish, promiscuous, idiotic party animals with no means of survival skills or common sense. Typically this is done to warn the young people away from acting in such a way, because bad things will happen, making it almost seem like the character's death was them paying the price for their behaviour.